live trade as much as possible. I can't underemphasize how important it is to live trade.
Before we get rolling here, just a reminder to please like and share our videos. Your support helps us to continue to bring you the wonderful content that we share with you each and every week.
You can live trade with a small amount. Like you don't want to overdo it. You want to be comfortable with everything, right? So you want, in other words, we talk about this. You always want to size to the amount you're freely willing to lose, and then trade as much as possible. If you're not in the live markets, you're missing out, or you're really slowing down your ability to advance. So we want to make sure we live trade as much as possible. We want to learn to lose well. Losses are part of trading. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter, how much you know. It doesn't matter. I mean, you're going to lose. It's just part of it. And if that loss like throws you off, then that's a problem, right? And that's at any style of trading, anything. It's like, if I could be like the winner of the Super Bowl. I could be on the Super Bowl team, and that team has lost games. If it hadn't lost games this season, which would be extremely rare, it's like I don't know of anybody who's gone a whole season and never lost a game. But maybe that's happened in the past. I don't know. I'm not that much into sports, but I can tell you the team over the last 5 years has lost probably a lot of games, regardless of how good they are today. So it's part. If you can't lose a football game, or if you lose and it blows your team apart to mentally, where you can't play the game well the next time, then you're going to lose more, right? Losses are going to happen. You have to consider them as normal. They have to be like almost meaningless to you in a way. The more meaningless you can make it, probably the better off that you are. Of course, you want to do it at a responsible size. But you want to account for those. You want to know that you're going to lose and expect that you're going to lose from time to time, and that's okay, right? So a lot of people will say, "Well, I took two losses, and that means I'm doing something wrong, and I have to change something," and that couldn't be further from the truth. It could mean that, right? Especially if you're losing like all the time, but for the most part, I mean, 90% of the time or 80% of the time, it's just normal. And yeah, you just trade through it. It's part of the game, right? And then we have building solid discipline practices. This is what kind of like the Go membership is about. It's about having a plan, having an understanding risk reward structure, being able to get out when you need to get out, being able to follow the rules even though they don't feel good, being able to continue to trade the same size moving forward, even though maybe you've taken a couple losses. But this solid, without this, you can't really do anything. Like I mean, if you're just jumping around trading and you don't, it's like, oh, well, I've lost money. Now I'm going to put more money in the market and hope that I win. And I'm going to put more money and if I lose, I'm going to put more money in the market and hope that I win. If I lose, I'm going to put more money in the market, hope that I win, right? You're going to blow yourself up. You're not going to make any progress, right? Or if you're like, oh, I'm just going to switch strategies because I lost, right? There's reasons to switch strategies. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's plenty of reasons why you might want to switch a strategy, but because you lost is not a good one, right? It's going to be a detrimental one. So we want to make sure that we're building these solid discipline practices and we're doing things for the right reason. Number 6 is focus of continual and never-ending improvement. I can make money trading almost any market. I would tell you that with all kinds of different types of challenges that market might have. Um, I can do it with futures. I can do it with currency pairs. I can do it with crypto. I can do it with stocks. I can make money with options. I can do it by buying and selling the asset itself, right? There's just a gazillion ways that I can make money in the market, and I'm sure I could make money in any of those areas if I wanted to focus on them. But I'm never going to make money if I'm jumping back and forth between all these markets, hoping to find this like magic rule set that's going to win all the time, right? So I'm going to be much better off if I say, you know what, this is the way I choose to trade, and I'm going to continually improve this until I'm profitable. You'll do better that way than jumping around, is what I'm saying. So the question is, would I say that price movement changes is a good idea to change strategies even in the middle of a trade? There's so many ways I could take that question, right? It's a very general question. You can't answer a question unless you have a goal, right? Or an expectation. And this is another thing that we kind of get into, right? The question is the answer, so they say, right? So what is your objective and what are you doing? What is the framework or context under which the question is being asked? It's like if I'm in a stage of development, so let's talk about this. This question, the answer to this is going to be different, very different, depending on how it's asked and what stage of development is and what the goal is in the stage of development, right? So the goal is everything. What am I trying to accomplish? If I am like stage 3 trader, I've chosen to ignore price movement for now, right? So this is a for now thing. In stage 3, our focus is on understanding the positional reactions to things. Our goal should be to building discipline within what I'm supposed to do. And those are my main goals, right? Building discipline, um, focus on understanding the strategies when the price moves around, focus on being able to trade well and being able to take losses and being able to move forward. None of this is winning all the time, right? That should not be your focus. That is in that context, it doesn't matter what the price movement does, right? We are our goal is not to understand price movement necessarily at this point. You can't work on everything at once. You have to decide what you want to do. So in that context is no, price movement changes is not a good reason to change strategies in that case, right? Because that's not within the context. If I'm a pro trader, price movement changes are always being monitored,